My 31M boyfriend uses my 31F asthma inhalers without my permission? For context, I have asthma and occasionally have to use a rescue inhaler, salbutamol. I bring it with me everywhere. He asked me a few weeks ago if he could try a puff of it and I told him no. He doesn't need it as he doesn't have asthma or any other breathing problems and no need to use it. He ended up trying a puff of it anyway and he really liked how it made him feel. It annoyed me but I let it go. And then today on a hike I asked him to carry my inhaler as he had big pockets and then he took a couple of puffs without asking me. It pissed me off. I really don't want him to start getting addicted to it and use it up. It really irritated me as I depend on my inhaler for some pretty scary asthma attacks. I'm wondering what I should do in this situation. Honestly, read him the riot act. This is your medicine. It's for you, it's not to be shared, and him trying and using it is a huge breach of trust, and can put your very life in danger. If he does it again, no discussion, he's out of your life. I know breakup is the cliched advice on this sub, which is why I'm telling you to communicate to him just how out of line he is. But his actions, regardless of intent, are putting your life in danger. You do get refills regularly, but if you have a bad attack and he used it up before you could get a refill, well. If he doesn't understand or completely dismisses you, there is no room for discussion. And he needs to learn just how serious this is. Some people only learn with extreme consequences. He asked me a few weeks ago if he could try a puff of it and I told him no. He ended up trying a puff of it anyway. He took a couple of puffs without asking me. What on earth makes him think it's acceptable to just use your inhaler whenever he wants? Especially after you've made it clear you said, no, when he asked the first time. Absolutely rip him up one side and down the other for doing that. If he thinks it was just a joke, then he's a liar. He deliberately ignored your boundaries. Do you want to continue dating someone who does this, especially when it comes to medicine that is meant to save you? You deserve better than him. Okay, first off, WTF. It isn't a toy. Secondly, that's literally putting you in danger. There's nothing you can do, because he didn't respect you enough to listen the first time. He's showing red flags by using your medication and risking your health. Going forward, do not give it to him the inhaler to hold again. Bring a small bag, fanny pack, lock it away when not in use. You have a boyfriend problem. You probably don't consider this a deal breaker, which is a shame. You'll just have to safeguard your medication going forward. Sit him down and have a very direct, serious conversation. Tell him that he's putting your health on the line when he uses your medication. He's putting you in danger, regardless of whether he sees that or not. What happens when you need your inhaler, and it's run out of medicine? Don't wait to find out. Tell him he has one more chance to respect your boundaries and the law, or you're gone. I have 2 inhalers and a rescue. The 2 daily cost me $84 a month with insurance. I'd be pissed. I pay more for inhalers than I do my own medical premium, annually. You need to have a backbone and tell him you touch my rescue inhaler again, we're fucking done. You don't stay with a guy who can't respect this. It's so simple. He does not care about you if he can't respect that. 27M just went on a date and then she left with her 26F ex. TBH, this is a new low for me. She is 26. I am too embarrassed to even talk to my friends IRL about this. I had a first date with girl. We went to a soccer game. I paid for tickets, drinks after everything. We were chilling and having a good time. We walked around. As we're walking back to my apartment, this random car pulls up beside us. I am like, do you know this dude? She's like, yeah. She goes and talks to him. I'm thinking it's a quick hey, how are you? She comes back to me and says hey Ema, head out, and also whispers in my ear, it's my crazy ex, and I am just like okay. I walk back to my apartment feeling like I just disrespected. I thought everything was going good until this shit happened. I didn't even think Ema fuck, but like she parked at my apartment and her car is still here. IDK, what to think RN? Charge it to the game, man. You found out on the first date what this girl is like. Count your blessings you found out early. That's the whole point of dating, right? Can't win 'em all. You don't need to be embarrassed, you did nothing wrong. She, on the other hand, is questionable at best. Count yourself lucky to dodge this one. You dodged a bullet. Actually, no, you dodged a fucking rocket, bro. Count your blessings. Given your update, it sounds like a serious situation could be in your future if you continue dating her. I think I'd bow out of all that. If her ex is actually stalking her, then he's nuts and could cause you harm. It's just not worth it. Let her deal with it. Another thought is she is trying to make things as calm as possible and not let crazy attack you. So easier to go with him, deal with it and see what happens. It could be totally a bust, but she could also be trying hard to get him to let go, and some guys, and girls, just don't get it. Good luck. Dodged a bullet. Don't feel bad, she did you a favor by escorting herself out of your life. Block her and try to forget about it, let her figure out how to get her car back. Your advice on dating my best mate's sister? I'm 27M, she's 26F. So my best mate and I have been friends since our early teens. I am 27, he is 28, so quite a lengthy friendship. I have obviously known about his sister, but I have never really even had a conversation with her or even looked at her in this type of way, and never thought I would. I'm loyal to the bone with my mates and I've always taken pride in that, until now I guess. She is 26 BTW, so only a year younger than me. So my mate invited me to his family holiday for 2 weeks and had no idea she was coming. And like I said before, never thought about her in any other way except that's his sister. During the holiday his sister and I just hit it off instantly and got to know each other on a deep personal level. Eventually I was realizing that she was into me, and funny enough I was into her, and before I knew it, it was all happening, if you catch my drift. Even though I knew it was my friend's sister, I felt like it was meant to be, like we connected on a deeper level, where when push come to shove I had no problem making the decision about getting with her. So the holiday ends, my mate doesn't know, I think, but their mother does, but she thinks it's sweet. His sister and I are still talking, but we both agree on taking it further, but not without letting my mate, her brother, know. And this is why I'm posting this, as I am seeking advice or opinions on this situation where I never in my life thought I would put myself in this predicament, as I mentioned earlier, but I feel like it's worth trying for real, and so does she. I have taken into account its very early days and that this is such a big decision to make, which comes with a lot of pros but even more cons if things turn sour. What would your advice be? I dated my big brother's best mate for nearly a decade. We sat him down, told him together, told him it was real and we had real feelings, and he was happy that his little sister was in a relationship with someone he trusted. Tell him sooner rather than later. He will find out, control the time and place. I assume you have real feelings and aren't apt to just get laid, which would end badly. So you and your new girlfriend will have to tell her brother. Work with her and her mother, parent support may help, on how. Just remember, all the childish bullshit regarding girls, women you pulled off with your mate growing up, that works against you now. He needs to know you'll be a better man to her. This will not end well. Are you prepared for your friendship to end when you break up? Tell him together, as it is probably best that he sees you are both into it. Only advice: if you go ahead, treat her right, otherwise you will lose both of them. Should really have talked to your mate beforehand, but the sooner the better.